Have you ever woken up in the morning and seen hair strands on your pillow? You step out of the shower, look at the drain, and there's more hair. You look in the mirror, and your hair just keeps getting thinner day after day. I know, it's heartbreaking. But today I've got good news for you. I'm going to show you 7 methods, scientifically proven, that you can easily do at home. And the best part? You don't need expensive medications or fancy shampoos. Let me ask you something. After 60, is hair loss just normal? That's what everyone says, right? You're getting older, it happens. But here's the truth. Harvard and Mayo Clinic research is very clear on this. If your hair follicles haven't completely died, and most of the time they haven't, your hair can grow back. Yes, you heard that right. It can grow back. Let's do a quick test right now. Put your hand in your hair, close your fingers gently, and pull. How many strands came out? 1 or 2? Or maybe 3, 4, even more? If 3 or 4 strands fell out, this video is exactly for you. Because today we're not just talking about stopping hair loss. We're talking about getting your hair back, how your body can heal itself. Let's get started. People always talk about genetics, don't they? My mom had it, my dad had it, so I'll have it too. But research tells a very different story. 80%, listen carefully, 80% of your hair health depends on your lifestyle. That means it's in your control. Today, I'm going to show you how to change that 80%. My dear friends, today we're going to talk about something really important. Hair loss. And believe me, this isn't just about appearance. It goes much deeper. You look in the mirror and you don't recognize yourself. You look at old photos and think, wow, I've changed so much. And it hurts. Your confidence takes a hit. But let me tell you something, and I want you to believe this. If your hair follicles, the roots, haven't completely died, your hair can grow back. Wait, what? You might be thinking, my hair's been falling out for years. It's not coming back. But look, Harvard Medical School research shows that in most people, the follicles don't die. They just go to sleep. They become dormant. You know what we need to do? Wake them up. Give them the right environment to work again. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that, step by step, based on scientific research. Ready? Let's go. First, we need to understand something. The most common type of hair loss is called androgenic alopecia. What does that mean? You're probably wondering. Let me explain it simply. In men, it usually starts from the top. The hair gets thinner first, then it falls out. In women, it's more of a general thinning. The part in your hair gets wider. Now, here's an interesting question for you. Have you ever wondered why some people grow hair on their chin, but lose hair on their head? Pretty weird, right? Same body, same hormones, but hair grows in one place and falls out in another. The answer to this question? A hormone called DHT. What is DHT? DHT, dihydrotestosterone, a more powerful version of testosterone. Now pay attention, this is really important. As we age, our testosterone levels drop. We know this. It's normal. But at the same time, DHT goes up. Wait, how? Testosterone drops but DHT rises? Exactly. Because in our body, there's an enzyme called 5-alpha reductase. This enzyme converts testosterone into DHT. And as we age, this enzyme becomes more active. Result? More DHT. So what does DHT do to your hair follicles? According to Harvard Medical School research, DHT does 4 things. 1. It reduces oxygen flow to the follicles. 2. It increases inflammation, so you get swelling there. 3. It causes scar tissue to form. And 4, eventually scar tissue builds up around the follicle and hair can't grow anymore. But here's the interesting part. The real issue is this. The main reason DHT goes up isn't aging. I don't know if this will surprise you, but the real culprit is insulin resistance. Yes, your sugar metabolism, and this is completely reversible. Insulin resistance and hair loss. Wait, what does insulin resistance have to do with hair? You're thinking, look, there are dozens of studies published on PubMed about this, and they all say the same thing. When you have insulin resistance, 1, your body activates that DHT-making enzyme more. 2, your liver can't control testosterone properly. Result? More free testosterone floating around in your blood, and that turns into DHT. So we can say this. The root of your hair loss is probably a sugar metabolism problem, but here's the good news. This can be fixed, completely fixed. Now let's get to the main point. How are we going to stop hair loss? And more importantly, how are we going to grow new hair? There are 7 methods. I'm going to explain them one by one. What I need from you? Take notes, because these are methods that really work, scientifically proven. This is the first step. If you don't do this, everything else will be temporary. So how do I do it? You're asking? You're going to do 3 things. First, 12-hour intermittent fasting. Very simple. For example, if you eat dinner at 7 p.m., don't have breakfast before 7 a.m. That's it. You know what this does? It detoxes your body, it cleans your blood, it increases insulin sensitivity. Second, reduce carbohydrates, especially white bread, pasta, sugary stuff. These increase insulin resistance. Third, move your body. 30 minutes of walking every day, that's all. According to Mayo Clinic research, if you do these 3 things for 2 to 3 months, your insulin sensitivity improves incredibly. Let me show you a little test. Pull out 1 hair strand. Yes, right now. Just 1. It won't hurt. Now drop this strand on top of a glass of water. What happened? Did it sink or did it stay on the surface? If it sank, your hair is weak. If it stayed on the surface, it's strong. So how are you going to clean your blood? 3 things. 1. Again, the 12-hour fast. This is great for blood cleansing. 2. Drink lots of water, at least 8 to 10 glasses a day. Water flushes out toxins. 3. Eat antioxidants. Strawberries, spinach, walnuts, blueberries. These clean your blood. Now I'm going to tell you about a method that very few people know about. A Harvard study showed 91% success with this. 91. It's called follicle environment therapy. I'll explain right now. Now I'm going to tell you something very important. Listen carefully. Hair transplant specialists know this very well. What do they do during a hair transplant? They don't just take the hair strand. They take the follicle, the root, with its entire surrounding environment. Why? Because the follicle is an ecosystem. There are stem cells there, blood vessels, energy-producing mitochondria. They all work together. Now think about it. Trees don't grow in bad soil, right? Same thing. Hair doesn't grow in damaged scalp. So how are we going to heal this follicle environment? 2 methods. A. Microneedling. Maybe you've heard of it. It's a process where you gently prick your scalp with tiny needles. Ouch, doesn't that hurt? You might ask. Number. It's just a slight sensation, but the effects are incredible. What does microneedling do? 1. It breaks down scar tissue in the scalp, so it softens that hard structure. 2. It increases blood flow. More oxygen, more nutrients coming in. 3, it wakes up stem cells. It says, hey, this area needs repair, let's get to work. And 4, new hair growth begins. There's a study published in the Journal of Dermatology. 91% of the group that did microneedling saw significant increase in hair density. 91%. That's an incredible rate. How do you do it? There's a tool called a derma roller. You can find it online. Get one with needle length between 0.5 and 1.5 millimeters. Once or twice a week, massage your scalp in circular motions. Apply gentle pressure. After that, apply a nourishing serum. B. Red light therapy. This is also a very interesting method. Red or near-infrared light, between 630 and 850 nanometers. What does that do, you might ask? According to research done at MIT, this light reactivates your mitochondria. Remember mitochondria? Your cell's energy factory. As we age, the power of these mitochondria decreases. They can't produce enough energy anymore. Result? Hair can't grow because growing hair requires a lot of energy. What does red light do? It tells your mitochondria, come on, get to work. It increases energy production by up to 200%. Result? Hair follicles come alive. Growth begins. How do you apply it? Get an LED red light device. Make sure it's between 630 and 850 nanometer wavelength. 3 to 4 times a week, 10 to 15 minutes. Hold it about 15 to 20 centimeters from your scalp. Now, what if I told you this? There's a vegetable in your kitchen right now. This vegetable stopped hair loss at a rate of 86.9% in a scientific study published in the Dermatology Journal. Which vegetable? Onion. Yes, just regular onion. I know, when you first hear it, it sounds weird. Onion juice? Are you serious? But look, this isn't folk medicine. There's serious scientific research behind it. A study published in the Dermatology Journal. 38 people participated. They were divided into 2 groups. First group applied onion juice to their hair twice a week. Second group applied only water. After 6 weeks, what happened? Onion group, 86.9% success, significant increase in hair density. Water group, only 13% success. See the difference? 87% versus 13. So what's so special about onions? You're asking. 2 things. First, quercetin, a very powerful antioxidant. What does quercetin do? It lowers DHT hormone, it reduces inflammation, it prevents autoimmune attacks, especially in cases like alopecia. It increases growth hormones. Second, sulfur. Onions are very rich in sulfur. What does sulfur have to do with it, you might ask? Look, the building block of your hair is keratin. What does keratin contain? Sulfur. So you need sulfur to produce hair. Simple onion juice recipe. Let's make it now. It's very simple. Ingredients: 1 red onion, organic if possible. Red has the highest quercetin. A blender, cheesecloth or coffee filter, a glass jar. How to make it? 1. Peel the onion and cut it into small pieces. 2. Put it in the blender and puree it. 3. Strain it through cheesecloth and collect the liquid. 4. Put it in a glass jar. That's it. Done. How to use it? Get in the shower and wet your hair. Take the onion juice with your hands. Massage it into your scalp. Massage well for a few minutes. Step out of the shower. Wait 30 to 60 minutes. You can wear a shower cap. Then get back in the shower. Shampoo twice. Rinse well. Won't it smell like onions? You're going to ask. When you shampoo twice, the smell doesn't stay. Don't worry. Do this twice a week for 6 to 8 weeks. But wait, we can make this formula even stronger. How? By fermenting it, and the results even better. Let me show you right now. Fermented onion juice, advanced formula. You know what fermentation means, like pickles. Probiotic bacteria multiply. Nutritional value increases. Ingredients: 1 onion, pureed, 1 cup of filtered water, 1 teaspoon of sea salt, half a teaspoon of raw honey, a mason jar cheesecloth. How to make it: put the onion puree in the jar, add the water, salt, and honey. Mix well. Cover the jar mouth with cheesecloth. Let it breathe. Leave it at room temperature for 2 to 3 days. On the second day, you'll see little bubbles. This shows fermentation has started. On the third day, strain it through cheesecloth and pour into a glass bottle. What does fermentation do? 1. It increases nutritional value. Bacteria produce more vitamins. 2. It acidifies the pH. It drops to about 5. This is an ideal pH for the scalp. 3. It increases quercetin bioavailability, so your body can use it better. 4. It strengthens the antimicrobial effect. If you have dandruff or fungus, it helps with those too. Application is the same. Twice a week, 30 to 60 minutes, then shampoo twice. A very interesting study was done in 2015. They compared rosemary oil with minoxidil. What's minoxidil? The most popular hair medication. You might know it as Rogaine. After 6 months, you know what happened? Rosemary oil was just as effective as minoxidil, but rosemary oil has no side effects. Minoxidil does. What does rosemary oil do? 1. It increases blood circulation. It causes vasodilation, meaning it widens the blood vessels. 2. It lowers DHT. 3. It reduces inflammation. 4. It's antimicrobial. If you have dandruff or fungus, it helps with those too. How do you use it? 2 ways. First way, add 5 to 10 drops of rosemary oil to your onion juice. Apply them together. Second way, mix it with a carrier oil, like coconut oil or jojoba oil, then massage it into your scalp. Now let me ask you something. What is your hair made of? Keratin, right? And what is keratin made of? Protein and sulfur. So if you're not getting enough protein and sulfur, your hair can't grow. It's that simple. Now I'm going to tell you the most powerful hair meal from the Harvard Nutrition Guide. Your plate should have these things. 1. Liver. Liver? I don't eat that, you might say. But look, liver is the richest source of iron. And not just iron. Zinc, copper, selenium, B12 vitamin. It's all there. 100 to 150 grams a day is enough. How do you eat it? With onions. Nobody eats liver without onions anyway. 2. Onions. We already talked about this. Quercetin, sulfur. Amazing. 3. Sauerkraut. Pickles? You're saying? Yes, but not just any pickle. Sauerkraut is special. In half a cup of sauerkraut, there's 700 milligrams of vitamin C. 700, way more than oranges. Plus, there are over 600 different phytonutrients. These lower DHT, reduce inflammation, and they improve your gut health. The microbiome-hair connection is very important. 4. Pumpkin seeds, rich in magnesium and zinc. And one more feature, it's a 5-alpha reductase inhibitor, meaning it blocks that DHT-making enzyme. 30 grams a day is enough. 5. Eggs, biotin, protein, B vitamins, all necessary for hair. 6. Fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, omega-3, vitamin D, protein. Eat these foods regularly. It's like a supermarket for your hair. Finally, 2 supplements are critical: vitamin D and zinc. Vitamin D essential for new cell formation in hair follicles. It activates stem cells. If it's deficient, the hair cycle gets disrupted. How much should you take? 10,000 IU of D3 per day. Isn't that too much, you might ask? Number. Your blood level should be between 50 and 80 nanograms per milliliter. 10,000 IU achieves that. Zinc necessary for protein synthesis, necessary for cell division, necessary for DHT control, 30 to 40 milligrams per day. But be careful. When you take zinc, also take copper, so you don't disturb the balance. 1 milligram of copper is enough. So when you do all of this, how soon will you see results? And more importantly, where's the point of no return? Let me tell you right now, let's be realistic. Hair growth doesn't happen overnight, but if you're patient, you will definitely see results. First 2 weeks, you'll see a reduction in hair loss. Less hair on your pillow, less shedding in the drain. You'll feel a liveliness in your scalp. If insulin resistance starts improving, your energy will increase too. 4 to 6 weeks, the shedding will noticeably stop. You'll see shine in your hair. And most importantly, new short fuzz will start growing. Fine small hairs. We call these vellus hairs. 3 to 4 months. Those little hairs will start turning into terminal hair, meaning they'll get thicker, longer. You'll see an increase in hair density. Your hair thickness will improve. 6 to 12 months, you'll see maximum results. Noticeable fullness in thinning areas, complete improvement in hair quality. An important note, if your hair follicles are completely covered with scar tissue, meaning your skin is very shiny, very smooth, no pores, hair might not grow from that area. But most people aren't at this stage. Most of you still have hope. Things to avoid: 1. Don't use hot water, use lukewarm water. Hot water increases dandruff and shedding. 2. Avoid sulfate shampoos. They irritate your scalp. Use sulfate-free. 3. Don't wash every day. Every 2 to 3 days is enough. Washing daily strips natural oils. 4. Watch your stress. Stress releases cortisol. Cortisol disrupts the hair cycle. Do deep breathing, meditation, walking. 5. Sleep is very important. Growth hormone is released at night. 7 to 8 hours is essential. 6. Stay away from smoking and alcohol. They disrupt microcirculation. Blood doesn't reach hair follicles. Now I'm going to tell you something very interesting. In an experiment with 2 people, they told one person, "Your hair is falling out," and the other, "Your hair looks great." After 30 days, you know what happened? Shocking. There's a study published in the Journal of Investigative Dermatology. They took 2 groups of people. Group A was told, "Your hair is falling out. Be careful, it could get worse." Group B was told, "Your hair looks very healthy. Don't worry at all." After 30 days, what happened? Group A, who heard negative words, their hair loss increased by 37%. Group B, who heard positive words, their hair loss decreased by 28%. Just words, just thoughts. But the result? Real physical change. This is called the nocebo effect. The opposite of placebo, meaning your negative thoughts can actually increase your hair loss. How does this happen? Simple. You stress, cortisol rises, inflammation increases, hair cycle disrupts, more hair falls, you stress more. Vicious cycle. So what are you going to do? 1. Positive affirmations. Every morning, look in the mirror and tell yourself, "My hair is getting stronger every day. My body is optimizing hair production. I am healthy. My hair is healthy." Sounds silly, but it works. Science says so. 2. Breathing exercises. The 4-7-8 technique. Breathe in for 4 seconds, Hold for 7 seconds. Breathe out for 8 seconds. Do this 3 times a day, 5 minutes. What does this do? It lowers cortisol, activates the parasympathetic nervous system. 3. Meditation. A UCLA study showed that 8 weeks of meditation lowers cortisol by 20%. 10 minutes a day is enough. Sit quietly. Focus on your breath. 4. Keep a journal. Write down your worries, your fears. Research shows that writing reduces activity in the amygdala, the fear center. 5 minutes a day is enough. 7-day protocol. Putting it all together. Now let me show you how to apply all these methods. Every morning, wake up. Your 12-hour fast is done. Have breakfast. Protein-focused. Eggs, cheese are good. Take 10,000 IU of D3 vitamin. Take 30 milligrams of zinc. Look in the mirror. Say positive affirmations for 2 minutes. Midday, prepare your meal. Liver, onions, leafy greens, pumpkin seeds. Drink lots of water. Remember, 8 to 10 glasses a day. Evening, eat dinner early. For your fast the next day, do red light therapy, 10 to 15 minutes. Do breathing exercises. The 4-7-8 technique, 5 minutes. Twice a week, apply onion juice, preferably the fermented kind. Do microneedling. You can do it on the same day. Get in the shower, wet your hair, apply the onion juice, massage. Wait 30 to 60 minutes, get back in the shower. Shampoo twice. 3 to 4 times a week. Walk for 30 minutes. This both lowers cortisol and increases microcirculation. 2 birds with 1 stone. One more thing I want to tell you. Very important. When you apply these methods, your hair won't be the only thing that improves. Something else will happen. And this might be more important than hair. Listen, my dear friends, thank you so much for listening this far. I know hair loss is difficult. It's not just physical, it's emotional, psychological. You look in the mirror and you don't recognize yourself. Your confidence is shaken. Maybe you don't want to go out, but I want to tell you this. This can change. Harvard, Mayo Clinic, dozens of dermatologists, dozens of studies show if your hair follicles haven't completely died, and most of the time they haven't, your hair can come back. But for that, you need to activate your body's natural healing mechanisms. You'll fix insulin resistance. This is fundamental. If you don't do this, everything else will be temporary. You'll cleanse your blood. You'll drink water. You eat antioxidants. You'll heal your follicle environment. Microneedling, red light therapy. You'll use onion juice. 86.9% success rate in a scientific study. You'll add rosemary oil, as effective as minoxidil, but no side effects. You'll eat right. Liver, onions, sauerkraut, pumpkin seeds, eggs, fish. You'll take vitamin D and zinc, essential for stem cell activation, and most importantly, you'll reduce stress. You'll think positive. You'll do breathing exercises. This is where it really matters. When you apply these methods, your hair won't be the only thing that improves. Your energy will increase. Your sleep will improve. Your metabolism will speed up. Your mood will get better. You'll be happier because it's all connected. Hair health is a mirror of your overall health. When you heal your hair, you're actually healing your entire body. I believe you can do this because your body has an incredible healing power. You just need to give it the right tools. Let's start today, right now. What will your first step be? Will you make onion juice? Will you start the 12-hour fast? Will you take vitamin D? Whatever it is, take one step, because a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And I'm here. I'll walk this path with you. Write to me in the comments. Share your first step. If you have questions, ask them. I'll answer. Together, we'll become healthier and happier. Love and respect. See you in the next video. Take good care of yourself. If you liked the video, don't forget to comment. Which method will you try first? Onion juice, microneedling, or nutrition changes? Write it below. Let's talk together. And if this information added value to you, please share it with your loved ones. Maybe a friend, a family member, a neighbor of yours is also dealing with hair loss. Don't you want them to know too? Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We publish new health videos every week. Turn on notifications. Don't miss out.